If you're looking for a really versatile flashlight that you can use while you're camping or for emergency situations, and even if you need a fill light for video recording, you're definitely going to be interested in this little light here. This is the Wuben F5. As you can see, it doesn't look like your traditional light, but it has a ton of different uses that normal flashlights just can't do. And the flashlight is actually really affordable. Wuben also has their biggest sale of the year going on right now, so if you're thinking about getting any of their products, now is definitely the time. So like I mentioned, this flashlight has some pretty cool features. It's got a built-in 5200 milliamp hour battery. It can do up to 500 lumens, and it can last up to 190 hours on its lowest setting. It's IP68 water resistant. It also has a magnetic O-ring stand that you can either use to stand the flashlight up, or you can actually hook it onto anything metal for a hands-free situation. It also has 1/4-inch threads on the bottom, so you can also use this as a fill light for video recording. It has an adjustable brightness and color temperature. It can output 5 volts at 2 amps for charging other devices. It's about the size of an apple and only weighs 0.44 pounds, and it also comes with a 5-year worry-free warranty. So now that we've gone over the specs, let's check out the light. It also comes with this nice soft silicone strap, this S-clip, and a USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. So here is the flashlight itself. As you can see, again, it's not really that big. On the back, we've got that magnetic O-ring that you can also use as a little stand. The light is also made out of all ABS, but it feels nice and solid. On the front, we have our transparent cover that has all the LEDs. On the top, it has 4 LEDs to let you know your battery level. On the side, we have our rubber-coated power buttons and brightness adjustments. On the bottom, again, we have that 1/4-inch thread, so you can use this as a fill light on a tripod. And on the side, we have our USB charging port. The USB Type-C is for charging, and the USB Type-A is for charging other devices. Now the LEDs on the top of this are blue, and you can also have them breathe all the time if you always want to know which your battery level's at without you having to press the power button. And you can also turn that feature on and off with the 3 presses of the power button. So now let's turn on the flashlight and I'll show you all the features. Simply just press in the power button once and it remembers what the brightness was the last time you used it. So that's on its lowest setting. And if you want to turn up the brightness, you can either press or hold in the plus button. So if we press it in once, it raises up 1 level, which is medium. And then if we press it again, it goes on to high. And we could also rapidly set it to its lowest setting by holding in the minus button. You can also do the opposite for high. Just hold in the plus. And like I mentioned before, we also have 3 different color temperature settings. Here we're on the highest, which is 5700K. We can also change it to 3000 with 2 presses of the power button. So if you want a more warmer color, the 3000 would definitely be the one you want. And we can also set it to 4500. And like I mentioned before, you can also use this as a power bank to charge up other devices. It has a 5200 milliamp hour battery, and you charge it using the USB Type-A port. So here I have my Galaxy Z Fold 5. I'm going to plug in my USB adapter and plug the other end into the phone, and it'll start to charge. So you don't have to have the light on to use it as a power bank. And as you can see, the little LEDs light up to show you what your battery level's at as well. The little ring in the back also gives it quite a few adjustments as far as angles are concerned. You can actually go past 90 degrees if you want and have it kind of shine down on the ground. You can angle it back just a little bit if you need, or you can also have it lay totally flat. You can also use the ring on a little hook to give you some light from above. And the magnet on the back of this light is actually pretty strong. I can clip it directly to my wall, and if you have a metal stand, you can pretty much mount it in any orientation you need. The ring on the back also comes in handy too. It can give you some pretty good overhead light, especially if you're using a light to do some video recording. And all the light that you see on the table is coming directly from the F5. All the other lights in my room are turned off. And using 2 of the lights together also works really well as a fill light when you're video recording. Here I am in my studio. The only light I have on right now is the light that I have overhead, and it is casting a lot of shadows, which definitely is not good when you're video recording. So now I'm going to turn on both the F5s so you can see what the difference is. So now I have both the F5s on at full brightness at the 5700K, and you can definitely see my face a lot better than you could before. So if you need to record on the go, these can definitely act as a nice fill light. So now we're going to test out the brightness of this light. I'm in my guest room right now, and it's a pretty small sized room, probably about the size of a small campsite. So we're going to go through each one of the temperatures and the brightness just to give you an idea of how bright the light actually is. So now I'm going to turn the light on to its lowest setting at the 5700K temperatures. So this is on low. As you can see, it lights up a good amount of the room, definitely enough to where you could see what's around so you don't run into anything. Now I'm going to turn on to its medium setting. And as you can see on the medium setting, it makes a huge difference as far as what you can see around the room. Now I'm going to turn it on to its highest setting. So this light is pretty versatile. Not only is it bright, but you can use it in quite a few different situations. It's got a couple different ways that you can mount it, and it also acts as a power bank as well. So if you guys want to pick this up, I will be putting a link in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you are going to pick this light up, let me know in the comments what you are going to be using it for. And if you want to learn about other lights that Wuben makes, click on the video you see on your screen right now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.